anywhere in the company, they say that you are PhD holder, why stay here, go for the lecturer. The main obstacle that I have to face is two, big two, which is finance and also mindset. Universities actually already have a certain financial aid, so we just have to do homework.
Okay, welcome to Girl Talk. This is a show where I interview the young girls, inspirational young girls who has walked different paths with courage and resilience. And today we have with us a very wonderful young lady, Dr. Norfateha Basiron. She is listen to this. Yeah, let me read out her credential. She is a PhD holder. She's earned her Doctor of Philosophy in Nanomaterials from University Science Malaysia. That's the same university with me. And prior to that, she started off with her degree in applied chemistry from University Malaya, followed by Masters of Philosophy in Nanocatalyst, also in University Malaya. And she's currently a project manager with one of the global semiconductor here in Malaysia. So welcome to Girl Talk, Dr. Fatehah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shaida, for inviting me to the podcast. I am very happy and honored to be here. And also, I hope that by sharing my experience, it become an inspire to others out there.
Absolute. Exactly what we're here for. Yeah. So tell me, first and foremost, tell me, yeah, what do you actually do as a project manager in MNC? What's your day-to-day, typical day-to-day? Do you do experiments or, just enlighten us a bit?
Okay, basically project leader also sometimes we are calling as a project manager and also coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
We are as a one call center. So basically, we have to know overall of the project, every each aspect of the project, from head to tail, because whenever something happens, they will refer to us first. They want to know the info, then only they can proceed for the root cause or something else. And when it comes to customer, we are the frontliner. Okay, so we have to defend our company to the customer. So that is a summary of the project leader. I mean, like in a very a little description.
Right. And I'm sure the thing that the company has given you responsibility for is something that's very critical, that it requires someone with your level of academic to handle, yeah?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. The responsibility is a very big, and I feel like it's a very big task for me. So sometimes I have to sacrifice my time to come to the office, whether it's during weekend, even sometimes of like during the night, because I have that certain responsibility. So I have to answer immediately sometimes because it involves with the top management and also with customers.
Okay. So the reason why when I saw your video on TikTok, I'm so inspired, and what intrigued me is this, yeah. Usually if I know a PhD holder, they're likely to be academicians in university. But when I saw that you're not, you're with a semiconductor, that really intrigued me. So maybe you can share with the audience, how did you start off, yeah, from your degree to masters in philosophy? What was the turning point? How did you make that decision that, okay, I want to do masters in philosophy? Maybe you can share with us. And how did you start by choosing your degree?
Okay, so basically, I don't deny that it is a common question that they throw to me whenever I go anywhere in a company. They say that you are PhD holder, why stay here? Go for being a lecturer. They live that the way. Then I say that, okay, listen to me first. Okay, frankly speaking, when I was young, I loved to ask a question. What is this made for? What is made of? So after I learned chemistry, I found out that chemistry is one of the subjects that can answer most of my questions. And since then, I fell in love with chemistry. So frankly speaking, my first love is chemistry. Okay, yes. And then during the Form 4 or Form 5, when I studied organic chemistry, I learned the four main groups, the alcohol, alkane, alkena, and carboxylic acid. From then, I learned the nomenclature of the
Okay.
chemistry, of the chemicals,
Uh-huh.
and I have an idea. I don't know how it comes, but that is one of my ultimate dreams, which is I never do that. I want to create my own product and I want to sell it.
Mm.
Then
Mm.
I went back to my hostel. I look at my fashion form and I read all the chemicals, ingredients. I see all the oh, this is alcohol. Since then, that is my ultimate dream. So why I choose an industry because I never have any desire to participate or to involve in government sector. Because if I go for government sector, I will have an attachment. So I thought I would just want an experience, an experience on how to contact with the customer, how to deal with the customer. So I thought that I have to go for the industry so that I will have more freedom so that I can pursue my ultimate dream, which is to be an entrepreneur. So
Nice.
that is one of the reasons why I choose to involve in industry. And how
Nice.
come I can go for the postgraduate? Okay, first is my degree. I did not perform well during my degree. Okay, my CGPA is about only 2.71, and most of the scholarship need about 3.5.
Yes.
Okay, but God has blessed me with the berkah and rezeki. I managed to enroll to the postgraduate without asking my parents money, which is all from the government sector, government help. I mean, like nowadays, actually, many people afraid if you want to further study, the main problem is the finance. Okay,
Yes.
we must have a financial sufficient, then only we can proceed for the
True.
postgraduate because
True.
there is no guarantee that you can finish your postgrad by the 2 years or 3 years. Sometimes it can drag until 8 years. So where can you get all this money? Alright? So yes, when it comes to this part, actually government has a many financial aids. Okay? We as a student, when we want to something, we have to work for it. So what
Yeah.
I did was that before I further my study, I went to the university. I met the supervisor
Mhm.
and I asked them if you have a grant that you can sponsor a
Mhm.
PhD and a master student in the 3 years, for example. And they said that okay, they have. So after I do all this research,
Right.
I made a decision to choose which supervisor.
Right.
And also, actually, that is when you want something, there is always a will. Okay, you
Right.
have to work for it. You have to work for it. Because yes, I believe everything is risky. But Allah will only give to the people who help themselves.
Themselves.
If we are
Yes.
not showing our effort, how can we give to you? Okay.
True.
Sometimes
True.
people say that we get something because of our hard work. No, actually, our hard work is just a symbol or just an effort to show to him that God, because I really want this. Please
How
give
much
me.
we want this.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. After we work
Mm.
very hard, we just let it and keep
Yes.
praying for it. And if
Yes.
God and Allah is the best, Allah is Maha Baik and Allah is Maha Adil. If you work very hard, definitely you will give. If that is good for us.
Inshallah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I believe in that part,
I,
seriously. So
I,
back to the question, why I choose industry because I have other dreams, the ultimate dream, which is become an entrepreneur. And
nice.
alhamdulillah, so far, almost there. Okay, almost there. Almost there. No, I try to look over it. Maybe previously I thought that I want to create product, but since now I have a doctorate, I prefer to give a service rather than to create a product. Because when you want to create a product, you must have a certain time so that you give people get the trust from the people. So I believe rather than I create some product and I have to do all the testimonial, it's a better I do the service.
Right.
Yes. And in Malaysia also, I believe one day the consultation is not only focused on management or financial. in every field, definitely. For
Right.
example, my idea, I just share some, I mean, like my plan. Because now we have the SME, right?
Yes.
Small SME. So most
Small
of
and
the
medium
SME,
enterprise.
yes,
Yes.
so most of the SME are not educators. But they have a good product. For example, like contact
Yes.
jamu, all of this. But how can
Mm.
make sure that all of this product is compliant with the scientific world? So
Yes.
there is our,
That's where you come
yeah, so we can
in.
tell, I said that,
Ah, that's where the
okay,
scientists like you come in and say,
yeah,
yes, this is without
yeah,
your signature cannot be certified. This is
exactly,
scientifically true.
correct,
Ah, yes, that's when you're fully making use of your knowledge and expertise.
exactly,
I
yeah,
really love that. I really love that. Brilliant, brilliant. So, in between your degree, master's to PhD, did you get to work in between or did you
yeah.
do like immediately?
I mean, like, I do the 100% do it at the university. Since
Okay.
I don't have any scholar, so I have
Uh,
to work as a graduate research assistant.
okay.
So when I work as graduate assistant, I'm not only focused on my studies, I also have to help the researcher. And during this time
Yes.
also, I have to learn on how to run the field equipment, analytical equipment, and
Mhm,
also I also assist on the administration. So
mhm.
for me, this also work.
Right.
You know,
Right.
this is
Yes.
also work.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
this is also
definitely.
work. This is also
Yes.
as a work experience. But how you want to look at yourself?
Yes. Yes.
Right?
So along when you had this dream, right? Tell me, do you have any struggle or like were there times that you doubt yourself, boleh ke ni, can I do this? Or were there like difficult moments? I heard so many stories about people doing PhD, yeah, from non-completion to go into depression and all that. So what was it like for you?
Okay, definitely there is a struggle that I face. Since I'm come from a moderate family and also rural area, so the main obstacle that I have to face is two, big two, which is finance and also mindset. Okay, finance is definitely, I'm a moderate family. So my parents can't afford to give me all this money for the studies, for the study fees. So
Mhm.
I said that no worry, I will look that by myself. So Alhamdulillah, if we willing to, definitely Allah will have. So I found all this from here. I found that all university actually already have a certain financial aid. So we just have to do
Mm,
homework.
mm,
You
mm,
cannot expect
mm.
that it come to you. You have to
Yes.
find it. You have to do because you
Yes.
want it, so you have to find it. The second
Yes.
one is a mindset. It's not very smooth at the beginning of postgraduate because typical rural area idea is when you have a postgraduate, you are overqualified, especially if you want
Ah,
to enroll for the industry, for the
yes.
company, for this industry sector. They say you're overqualified. This is a very
Yes.
common. And another thing is my parents is doesn't have an opportunity, to study and fill the form C. They also just have an entry standard three. So they have no idea about the higher
Mm,
education. So it's
mm.
very difficult for me at first, because so it's a difficult because I have to make sure that my family understand my
Yes.
overall career plan,
Yes.
So because they don't
Yeah.
expose.
Yes.
So
Yes.
and they just want because normal people always think that as long as we are survive in the West, that's enough. But I
Yes.
don't want
Yes.
that. I don't want that. I want more than that. Because why we just want to I mean like everything is just enough is enough. No, for
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
I
So
want
you
more than
have
that.
you have this mindset that you
Yeah,
wanna give and achieve more,
yeah.
uh, and rather than just surviving, right? So where did you get support from? Um,
Um, from my family, they don't know how to give the actual support. I mean, like the moral support, how
okay.
to.
Mhm.
But they give the basic needs. Like, for example, like if we have some problem, and sometimes, because most of the allowance is already top up for the student study fees and
Mm,
all that
mm,
for the basic needs like food,
mm,
accommodation.
mm.
That's but when it comes to the full support, family speaking. when I don't have anyone to support me behind my back. What I
Wow.
thought is whenever I meet someone, I learn from them. I don't care whoever they are, but
Okay.
as long as I meet someone, when they share, when they share, I say that, okay, everyone has their own weakness,
Yes.
everyone has their own strength. So I take
Yes.
from the strength. I don't know why I always choose positive whenever I show people because even even an operator also, they are good in a work on the certain thing that compare them to me. So
Yeah.
everyone has their reasons. So if you ask me, I would prefer to say that my best friend, even my supervisor, even sometimes the
Nice.
vendor also, because since I have the ultimate dream, I'm always look an opportunity on
Nice.
how can I go there. Even
Nice.
sometimes when we go for training, right? Whenever we finish the train, which I will meet the trainer and ask how to become like you.
Mm.
And I ask all this. I keep asking people. I keep
Nice.
asking people, how can you get this far? And I found that,
Nice.
oh, this is good. So I keep here and there all this
Nice.
more support. And that's
Nice.
why I love to share the knowledge because I don't
Nice.
want other people have the same situation like me. Or
Mm.
maybe they also know they want something but they're afraid to tell because there's stigma.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
stigma. So
Yeah.
young girl need to marry before 25, this and that.
Yeah.
Family
The
speaking,
pressure, yeah, from the environment. So let's say I'm 23 and I've just finished my
hmm,
degree, and let's say I want to do PhD. So I gotta be prepared for what, another 5, 6 years. And then by the time I turn 25, 26, friends are getting married. And of course, they're going to ask, when is your turn and all that. Yeah. So, but I like when you share that you learn from everybody, including the operator. And it's so humbling coming from you, because this is something that the teachers are everywhere in our life, regardless of their level and all that. And I'm so glad it came from you to share with people out there that you can learn from anybody, from everybody, from anybody to everybody, regardless of their level. Yeah. So imagine you are already a scientist level, PhD level. There's always something that you can learn from, even operator level. Yeah. So yes, a struggle. It's a very interesting. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah. So when you look back, right, Dr. Teha, what would you say your proudest moment? What are you most proud of?
definitely talent is during my PhD ceremony. I never thought that I have the PhD. Even until today, I never thought because I am not good in education when I was in the standard. Even during my standard 4, I also don't know how to read, and sometimes the vocabulary also is not good. I still remember there's one scenario where I want to write a letter to my friend. I want to say that I hate you, but I spelled I hate you. Because
Mm, mm,
that
mm.
what my friend did was he put the letter at the whiteboard so everyone read it. So I was like, oh
Oh,
my god,
no, that's so
okay.
mean.
But I never I like maybe I figured okay. Since I know that I am not that good in English, so what I did after that, so my parents also don't know how to, and my sibling also like they don't know how to support
Mm,
me in this. But what I did was since I want it, so I start to watching English movie. I start to listen to all the radio station, and
mm.
I start to read a novel. So that's why sometimes my grammar is not really good because I do the DIY. So there's no
You're
teacher.
doing great. You're doing
Thank you.
great.
There is
I
no
love,
teacher.
I can imagine the day that on your graduation day. Did you cry? Did you cry?
Yeah, definitely. From the
Oh,
beginning, whenever we enter the hall, I already reflect back all the journey. I
ah,
never thought seriously for sure
yeah.
that I never thought even
Uh,
until today, whenever I mean like I have something, good news, I feel like how can I become like this? I
Yeah.
seriously, when
Still
people,
like unbelievable, yeah. You still need to pinch yourself, right? Okay, you can pinch yourself now.
yes,
Okay. So I love your story, and I was imagining before this interview, I would have thought you were like super straight A student, four flat CGPA, and then all the way PhD. But when you told me, you know, your even your degree program, you did achieve that four flat or 3.9, like what we see on TikTok today, right? Like, wow, all high CGPA. But you did it. You did it. That is so amazing. And I truly admire your desire, your desire to improve yourself without waiting for people to do something for you, but you did it yourself, even after being laughed at about your English and all that. And I know this, it's not easy, yeah? It's not easy when you're not born in a family where everybody uses English. You really have to find your way, yeah? Find your way. Now, two more questions, yeah. I would want to know, what would you advise to the all the young girls out there listening, whether they are still in school, still in university, or if they've started working. What would be your advice if you have to tell them like a big sis? What would be your big sister advice to them?
okay. I think the first thing what we need to do is we have to accept who we are.
Okay.
We have to accept who we are.
Mhm.
After then, we start to understand the strength and our weakness. Okay, because when we know our strength and weakness, we can start to plan our career. Okay, because sometimes our ambition is not aligned with our strength.
True.
So how to encounter this problem? How to tackle this problem is once you know yourself, then you know that, because sometimes we are confused because we don't know what is actually reason that we cannot achieve that. So that's why
Mm.
we might find a root cause. Again, we might find a root cause. How to make sure that we will get what actually we are desire. Okay. So back to the your question, you have to start know what
Yeah.
you want, and you have to find what is your ambition. What is your
Mm.
ambition? And ambition here doesn't mean that you must be a lecturer, you must be a professor. No, even something will become a tailor also is good. As long as you're happy to do it. Because
Yes.
if you do something that you're happy, it's no longer a work, it's your passion. Then you'll be happy. Even you have to do OT, also no problem. You just do it with a smile.
Yeah.
There is no force in doing it. So
Yeah.
since nowadays we have a lot of platforms, so
Yes.
start layout on your plan. Start involved on this job application platform. Start look for example, if you want to be an engineer, start look for the actual requirement. What you need in that part. Okay, because this is all of this info we add on to you on how you want to perform and how during your interview. Because interview is about market yourself. So you have to know. So how to answer the interviewer?
Every questions.
Yes, from the requirement. So start, I think that you must have some knowledge when you want to do something. So
Yeah.
since now we have a lot of platform, so you must know what you want, and then start to look for the info and practice yourself. Practice and improve yourself.
Mhm. So
Uh,
knowing yourself and knowing where you are right now. Number two,
yes,
knowing where do you want to go. That's your
yes,
ambition. And then number
yes,
three, start studying what is
yes.
needed for you to achieve your ambition. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Nowadays, I see that most of the big company, most of the wholesale the MNC company, they
Mm.
are doing the graduate training program.
Yes.
Go, participate for that. Who knows
Mm.
that after you finish, they will absorb you as one of their employees. This is a very good opportunity.
Yes,
Yeah,
and they can get exposure, have some
exactly.
idea how's the working life, right? What's the work culture? What is required by the company, by the organization, and all that. So, what
Exactly.
would you advise going back to your experience being laughed at when you were a kid? Yes, you were a kid, but today, that kind of experience it's not just in a classroom. because we have social media today, right? Sometimes out of excitement, I know we will post things, but sometimes they are still I see a lot of more people are kinder now, but there are still some naysayers. What would be
Yes.
your advice to them? So for example, somebody is just finished degree and mention and say, I want to pursue PhD like Dr. Fatehah one day. And then somebody say, hey, you cermin diri you sendiri first, look at your CGPA or something like that. What would you advise them?
Okay. We cannot change other people. Okay, cannot control other people. We just can only change ourselves and control ourselves. So if you think that this kind of, all of these people try to put you down, just let them off. Yes, just let them off. And never think about something negative. It is better that we focus on something that positive side. So also, I would like to say so. I believe that most of the young girls out there, they thought that by having a partner, they will feel happier compared to themselves. That is totally wrong. Actually, you will just start to fall in love once you have more love to share. Because if you are not happy with yourself, what do you expect other people can do to you? So that is definitely a wrong idea because this has happened to me also. Okay, because not me, my friends. I'm the kind of person when I want something, I just do it. Okay, frankly speaking, now I'm a 30s. Okay, I never had a boyfriend previously. I mean, like during my below than 30. But I still had an opportunity to go for travel. I had an opportunity to go for fancy dinner. I had an opportunity to go all this high tea or anything that you can call. How I do it? Okay, I just ask my friend. If they don't want, then I just bring my mother. Simple. If
Yeah,
you want to, just do it. You don't have to wait for other people. That's how I feel. Because
I
I'm a
love that.
because I'm a kind of person. I never wait for the opportunity. I will create the opportunity by myself.
I love that. And that's why you are where you are today. Oh, so it's so matching, yeah. So I work with a lot of youngsters, and what I love about having conversation like this is I could hear through your attitude, your characteristics, and it's no surprise that whatever you shared today is really matches with where you are today, yeah. So we want to take a one more question that I have for you, yeah. This is for the leaders out there. I'm just wondering, right? So for you have subordinate nowadays? You have somebody reporting to you? Do you have
Yeah,
staff reporting to you? Yes. Okay.
yeah,
So and then you also have a boss, right?
yeah.
So I'm just wondering, what kind of leadership style do you think works well for you? Do you prefer boss who just like in and your neck telling you what to do, or do you prefer boss who's like will coach you and let you go, give you the autonomy, Dr. Teha, this is what we need, you go and figure out. So what kind of style do you think works for you?
Okay. Because I believe, as I say, that everyone has their own strength and weakness.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer a boss who allow their employees some room and space to develop their capability and skills.
Okay.
Okay, because every employee has their own strength. So not giving them the opportunity, the ownership, the accountability of their work, so that we will foster the accountability and growth definitely for both parties, for the employer and employee.
Because that's when you grow, right?
Yeah,
When you're given the chance to solve a problem, carry out something, and of course you will do it with guidance because you want to
yes,
know what are the do's and don'ts or the roles or the
correct.
rules set by the organization, right? Okay. So thank you so much. We have one last rapid fire. We've heard from you about your journey, your career, but I just want to have a little glimpse of your personality. So we're going to do a little rapid fire question. So I'm just going to shoot you a question. You just answer one word only.
All right.
Can do?
Okay,
Right.
sure.
Okay. Rapid fire question. Are you an introvert or extrovert?
I will prefer extrovert.
Coffee or tea person?
50%.
What zodiac are you?
Scorpio,
Scorpio. Okay. Outdoor or indoor person?
outdoor.
Would you rather spend travel or jewelry?
Travel.
Makeup or shoes?
Shoe.
Handbags or good food?
Ah, this is tough. I think it's a good thing so that we can share with other people.
Okay. And sports, favorite sports?
My favorite sport basically all the related with the aerobic.
Ah, okay. So
Mm.
you do any running, hiking, or anything like that?
I prefer like Zumba. I mean like in
Ah,
a
yeah, yeah, yeah. Aerobic movement.
yes aerobic
Yeah.
movement. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate you sharing your journey, and I hope, especially those young girls out there listening to you, and if they're aspired to be like you one day, I will show at the end of this show where to find you on TikTok. That's okay,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, sure. No problem. No
And
problem.
thank you for all your storytelling on TikTok. It's really inspirational, and I'm also again very thankful that you allow me to have this conversation. So
Thank you.
signing off, go talk to another episode. Bye bye.